All right. We are live. Yeah, let's turn it up a little.
Wow. You guys, this, what an amazing finale that was.
Coming in to talk Succession finale.
Should we do the spoilers thing?
I mean, I think at this point everybody fucking knows that.
Everybody should know.
If you're in here, we're talking about Succession. We're talking about the finale. It was a big night. We got Kiki to our right. She will be participating in the discussion.
For those of you who don't know, Kiki is Taylor's mom. She's in town, and
And she's got hot takes, let me tell you. Out of everyone, she's got the hottest takes of all.
There are a lot of hot takes to go over.
Yeah.
After that episode.
Okay. That was fucking crazy. Altogether, I thought it was an incredible finale.
Tom on top.
Tom and Shiv on top too.
Tom and Greg on top as well. The shirt's kind of...
Where do we even start?
I'm speechless.
I feel like we gotta just
Told you I hate Shiv.
Kiki is very anti-Shiv after that episode.
And everybody came down on me in the comments last time.
Yeah, everybody canceled. Well, no, you said you didn't think Shiv should get the Emmy from that episode.
Well, I just don't like her. And this is why. She's a backstabbing... How sad is that she went against her brothers, who Kendall helped her at the end, so she didn't become a fool.
That's true.
And she turned around and fucked him. And it's a disappointment, and it was a phenomenal ending, but I was very disappointed.
I told you, hot takes right off the bat, hot takes.
You heard it here first. Let me ask you, Tay, do you think that that was the right move by Shiv?
By Shiv? I don't know, I don't know if I'm just, stupid, but I thought Kendall would be good for it. And maybe it's just because, that's all he knew. But, I just think because he wanted it so badly that, it should have been him. But I love how they, it wasn't the ending I was expecting, but I'm happy it happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Of course they weren't, I don't know what this song is. Of course they weren't going to give us exactly what we wanted, but I was happy with the different version. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, the happily ever after would have been Kendall became CEO.
Well, we got a little of the happily ever after in the middle of the episode, which
was beautiful.
We were fooled. We were blindsided.
I knew though. I mean, when all of the kids were getting along, making that chef, the meal for the king, we all knew, okay, something's gonna fucking go down.
I didn't.
Well, most of us knew.
Yeah, I mean, there was no way it was too good to be true, but I'm glad it was an hour and a half long, and they
used every minute.
They used every minute of it, and I love that scene in the kitchen where they're all.
It was the first time the whole show that we saw the three of them being funny kitty siblings,
and that was the most uncomfortable I've been all series was. When things were good, when they were swimming out to the...
James literally had me thinking in the middle, when they were all at the water, that Kendall was going to drown.
Something. It just felt too
Or he was
going to
get eaten by a shark, which I would have been so upset by. I'm really happy Kendall didn't die.
Yeah.
I wasn't... If they killed two of the people we love in this season, I would have been gutted and I would have been resentful, truthfully.
Yeah.
I thought at the end he was going to commit suicide.
Yeah, we all thought he was either just going to run out of the building and jump.
That would have been crazy.
That would have been insane, gutting, or that he was going to run from the bench and just jump the ocean.
So, what were you going to say?
I was going to ask, what do you think the significance of the security following him was? Do you think it was him knowing he was going to commit suicide?
No, I think he's paying him now to be kind of like his dad in a way, where he's not paying him to be his dad, but how his dad paid him to be a companion there. He's kind of turning into his dad in that sense, is the vibe that I got. Yeah,
I mean, I definitely think he's paying him, but I felt like in that scene, it was kind of like he was also looking out for him because he knew... I don't know. I kind of felt like he would have committed suicide if he wasn't there. That was the vibe I was getting. What do you guys think? What was the significance of... What's his name? Colin? No. Colin? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that was right after. That could have been a day later.
I mean, it's just subjective. It's just it's not... People agree with me, but it's, it's just an opinion.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when Kendall was freaking out in the office like that, I think it showed that he isn't fit to run the company, and that was
when he choked out Kendall and.
Well, he was like
What
a
did
little
you
kid.
hear? Wait, what are we talking about? I was looking at the comments.
You're tuned in online?
Jay
I love it.
said
She's
what
producing
you
it.
said, Taylor.
What?
Shiv is her mother now.
Oh, yeah. Shiv is now.
You said the same thing.
We're skipping forward, but
Okay.
we were just saying how someone on Twitter said that Shiv is her mother because she's going to be married to a CEO and never be the CEO herself and be so unhappy about it.
Question.
Yes.
Do we remember whether or not they signed the prenup that she wanted? She wanted the prenup, remember? And he
I
didn't.
don't remember about that.
Yeah, she gave him those documents in season 1, and he was like, "Oh, nothing more romantic than a bunch of legal documents to."
Oh.
So if Tom leaves, now he's on top. She might not
Dude,
get any
the
of that.
fact, can we just talk about how Tom's CEO? Can we just talk about that for a second? What do you think?
Listen, the guy worked his ass off, and that's got to stand for something. When all these guys were arguing about what to do, he was in there getting his hands dirty, always rolling up his sleeves. I'm for Tom being CEO. I know
Yeah.
Kiki feels differently. She's a big
Kendall.
stan.
She's a Kendall girl.
And I love that.
I am.
I love that.
Why are you happy Tom got it? He's a backstabbing.
They're all back.
Well, he got fucked over by all the Roys first, where he was just trying to be a good son-in-law, a good husband.
They treated him
and
like
they treated
shit
him
the entire time.
like actual
Like a
dog
dog.
shit. Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to keep eating it and eating it and eating it until...
Well, that's because they followed the sister. If the sister's going to treat him like shit.
That's not true.
I believe it is.
That's not true.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start, where to begin.
Can I just address
Ryan Blake is on here.
Roman's? I was blown away when Roman called out Kendall's 2 kids. From
Oh, that whole scene, that was a big scene.
What did he call those
That-
kids?
It got so dirty. And then, can we talk about Shiv saying, like, you can't be CEO, you killed someone.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he started lying.
And then he lied. Oh my god.
That was fascinating.
He
That
had
was
to.
fascinating.
He had to. Like, I don't know. I mean, even if he said, like, yeah, I killed him, like, I think Roman had already switched at that point. That was crazy. And then...
There were rumors online about Roman having a kid. I have to go back and watch season 1.
Yeah, he did. He, in season 1, had a
Did
kid.
they just write that out?
I think they just kind of wrote it
not.
out and were like, we don't want to talk about it. Like,
Which, more power to them.
yeah,
they
they
can pull
just
that
like,
off.
yeah.
So Austin Topkis said
Kiki's on the
producing it.
comments. I love
producing
this.
it.
Kendall's kids aren't his own. Is that the consensus?
Yes.
Yes, if you saw his kids, they look nothing like the mother and father.
Yeah,
they
they're
were adopted.
And then one of them was maybe...
Was a what's that word? Surrogate. Or not surrogate.
No, they were
No.
both different nationalities.
Yeah,
They
no,
weren't
but-
from Kendall,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he is their dad. And it was so crazy to have that scene of them being so happy, like kids, being best friends again.
Dude, that
to
was
the most
insane.
awful throwdown,
When-
which was, we've seen a lot of them these seasons, but that was as dirty as it gets.
Oh, yeah, that was... And it was so perfectly done. It was so perfectly earned. Dramaturgically, it made sense. Like, it was so perfect. My heart was aching for Kendall in that moment. And then when Tom walked into the fucking music with the pack, I was like, oh shit, here we go. So, I mean, it just made me feel a lot of things.
Don't you wish they would continue it now?
Yeah, I would be happy to see now more seasons. I mean, it was a perfect ending though.
It was a real perfect
I wouldn't want
ending.
to. I wouldn't want to ruin the ending, but I also could see more seasons now of like Tom leading it, and
They
like, what
blew
does
it
that
out.
look like?
They blew it out of the water with this ending.
Okay, I have a question.
All right.
Do we think Shiv? Why do we think Shiv changed her mind at the end?
Well, I think at the end of the day, these characters have an agenda, and that has never changed. Personal relationships aside, I think she saw it as a better angle for herself.
So you think in the end it was for her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was for her kid. She was going to be closer to it, but I do genuinely think
She loved Tom.
I was gonna say genuinely think that she didn't think Kendall would be right for it. But I don't know which one. What do you guys think? Do you think it was more so because she thought Kendall was bad, or more so she was making the best play for herself?
Well,
Oh, Sam says she does not love Tom. Okay, I stand corrected.
yeah, I think there was an interesting moment in the scene where
Yeah, everyone's saying that she saw the play with Tom, that she has more influence on Tom.
and when Kendall was sitting in Logan's chair and he kicked up his feet and he was talking to
Yeah.
Stewie all loosey goosey, she's like listening to him, and there were shots where they were showing her take all that in and be like, oh, is this what it's gonna be like?
Yeah.
This isn't how it can be.
I mean, at the end of the day, when he was pleading to her, he wasn't saying, don't do this to us, don't do this to us. He was saying, don't do this to me. So I do think at the end of the day, too, he fucked her over once. He was going to fuck her again if he needed to.
But
Yeah.
I mean, how sweet was he to go and say they're going to make a fool out of you?
But that was also to his benefit because then he knew that she would flip teams. So
I still
everybody's
don't
always
understand,
selfish
though.
on the show.
She, if the Roys kept it together, she was still part owner of that, of the Roys. Why would she hand it over to her husband, who has the upper hand now?
Well, so now she's going to get $100 billion because they sold it. So now
They're
she's
getting
gonna,
$100 billion?
Right? How much?
No, they're not getting $100. No.
Okay,
They're getting a shitload of
How
money.
much money are they getting from this Gojo deal? I was thinking $100 billion. Once things go over a billion, or I don't know. Tell me.
I just think it's crazy.
Well,
now
so
she
no,
doesn't
but
own
now,
anything.
now she gets money. Now she gets. I'm pretty sure it's billions.
She would have been getting money all through, like they've been
TikTok telling us
supporting
how
each
much
other.
I feel like they usually are right on the money.
$9 billion.
$9 billion. Okay, so 100 billion, 9 billion, same shit. So she's
That's
30
just
billion.
that's just what one. We're getting at all different numbers.
Yeah, so I wasn't, crazy.
In the long run, they don't need the money.
They're getting
Either
okay,
one
so
of
she's
them.
getting billions, and her husband is American CEO. And now she doesn't have to live under the regime of her brother. And I don't think she wanted to be in it anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I say, what do you think we open it up to the people here? This is going to be our last Succession talk. I say we get as many people in here as we can to talk the show.
Yeah, I don't know. There was so much to talk about.
Well, we can talk about it with them. That's what I'm
Okay,
thinking.
yeah, let's do it.
All right. Do you want to
I
go
just
live
hate
with
that,
us?
I hate that one side can't see then.
Vanessa says.
I feel like we should continue this discussion a little more.
Okay.
And then bring people in.
Sure.
We're only like 20 minutes in right now.
You're right. We have a lot to go over.
What were you saying?
Vanessa says that they all lost in this. She's right. They all lost.
Do we think that Shiv actually loves Tom in the end? That was interesting when she called him about the convenience. Do we think that was actually her talking about convenience? Or do you think that was an excuse because she actually loves him?
Yeah, I think she loves him.
You think she genuinely loves him?
Yeah.
That was interesting when she said, we know the worst parts of each other now, so now we could be together.
Yeah, but I think all these people are manic and they go back and forth all the time on what they say and feel. So
Yeah.
honestly, this emotional roller coaster, I couldn't do it anymore. This was the last
Dude,
episode I had in me.
I
You two watch the ending was priceless.
Why?
God.
What were we like?
Oh, Michelle MM says she loves you too so much. She loves you too.
Well, we love you guys.
We love you.
We love you,
Apparently,
Michelle.
Michelle doesn't know I'm in the group over here. That's okay, Michelle.
All right, keep the producing about the stories.
All right.
What do we think about Carolina versus Hugo? I think Carolina won that battle.
Yeah, she definitely won.
It was sick because Hugo's a little snake. Bark, bark.
So
Woof, woof.
what else do we have? Let's go
They
over
want
it.
to talk about Greg.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's talk about Greg.
Dude, the two. So in our Succession talk finale, spoiler alert, they drive off into the distance and Tom says, I love you. And Greg says, fuck them, which is basically kind of what happened.
Well, he was a snake. He was trying to play both sides, which...
But that's everyone in this fucking show.
Yeah, no, it's great. He knows what he's doing now, clearly, because that's what everybody else does. And I loved, man, the purple sticker on the forehead.
Oh, that was such a good.
Oh, I bought you. Yeah.
That was so
I own
fucking
you
good.
now.
That was so fucking good.
And how about Tom constantly just poisoning his ear with like, all right, you're probably gonna get a really big pay cut. You know,
Yeah.
Matt's it saying we're really gonna have to cut you down, but I got you, bro.
He was fucking. He's
The
always
master
fucking
manipulator.
it. What about them getting in a little tiffy?
Great moment.
Kiki is killing it as producer. Let's get her to more lives. Kiki, they love you as producer.
Good job, Keek. She got up.
She actually left.
She's taking 5.
I think she got too hot because our AC's not on. So
we
she
got these lights beaming on us.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I forget.
Tom and Greg fighting.
What a great moment. I feel like that was built up for 4 seasons.
So long. I honestly thought that he was gonna like punch him and then grab him and kiss him. And
That would have been too crazy.
It would have been nuts, but everyone would have died and been like, I knew it.
Yeah, that was a fantastic. How about Greg using the translator app?
So good.
God, you gotta love someone who plays dumb.
Gotta love it.
You gotta love it.
Are you guys mad at Shiv? That's a loaded question.
No.
You're not?
Yeah, I guess a little bit. I don't know. I'm not like mad at any of the characters. I'm not surprised that she did it at all. This is just what they do. They go back and forth.
I think because of that kitchen episode, I think I'm a little mad at Shiv.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I think I'm a little mad at Shiv because of what it could have been. It could have been all of them together and happy. Or was it never gonna fucking be like that? Even if Kendall was on top, was it still never gonna be like that? What do you think? Like, could it have been 3 happy siblings running the company?
Well, don't know, but that was the last time it'll ever be like that, what we saw. So
Are you guys mad at Shiv? What do you think? And if it wasn't Tom that was CEO, who would you have wanted it to be? Because I kind of think Tom, if it wasn't going to be one of the Roys, Tom is the perfect CEO to me.
So my prediction,
The most earned.
my prediction, they're gonna have a son. They're gonna name it Logan, and then down the line, that boy will become the CEO, and then it will stay in the bloodline.
Oh, I didn't even think of the bloodline.
Bloodline stays in the family.
Fuck. That's good.
Yeah, there you go.
Some also little nuggets when Kendall was at his desk. Did you notice how it cut to the Time magazine?
From the pilot.
And I literally pointed that out to James in the middle of it. And he's like, oh, good catch. You're like, no, oh yeah, from the pilot.
Yeah, that was a great catch.
Thank you. I need credit for it. But I actually don't know if that was the magazine. I was just assuming it was.
So now you're back. You sold me on it.
Yeah, no, I think it is, but you know, if it's not, don't come for me.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You know who I thought was like a low key hilarious part of this episode?
The mother, Caroline,
Sorry.
So
funny. She was
hilarious.
I loved that she was there. I loved that it was like in the islands, wherever it was.
It was Barbados.
But I just loved it, and then like her man giving the
Gosh, that never gets old.
never gets old.
Just the ass
Loser
kissing
energy.
He's just always trying to weasel his agenda in there.
Oh my god. Also, oh, go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, people are just wanting to talk about the Willa that she just like never gets her fucking play.
Willa, man.
Dude, like it's funny because she's literally at the end of the day not had an arc because like all she wants is her play, and all she gets is Khan. And I feel so bad for Khan all the time, man.
You know, he's just one of those guys, half cup full.
Is he though, or like he
is.
just like chooses that, but he sees the glass half empty and like he feels it.
What?
I don't know. It's if you get it, you get it. If you don't, obviously you don't.
Yeah, I think it's a half cup.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What about the fucking breakdown of Roman in the office with the stitches? Was that just like a metaphor for him saying like?
Yeah.
What?
Why me?
Yeah, I don't know. Talk about it because people are wondering about it.
Yeah, I think the scar or the stitches. What he was saying, you know, as he was pointing at it, he's like, "Why is this who I am, and why can't I be the one
To be CEO.
to be CEO? Why is this me?" And it was
He was so
beautiful.
good. I think he'll take home the Emmy
as
for
he
this
should,
season.
as he should.
I mean, but in the end, too, Jeremy Strong, I was like, fuck.
Jeremy Strong was pretty incredible
Can
this
we,
episode.
can we talk about that last shot? The last 3 shots where it's Roman smirking with a martini. So
Back to his old ways.
I think he's happy, right?
I mean, they have all the money in the world. They can go do whatever they want now.
Yeah, but like you also know that like money versus purpose at the end of the day, like they don't. Kendall's obviously not happy. He could have all the money in the world, but all he wanted was to be that. Like from 7 years old, his dad sat him down and said, "This is what you'll be doing."
Such little kid energy when they were arguing about that.
It was such
So good.
sibling energy in this whole episode. Like, I mean, not the vicious stuff, but what was I saying? Right, 2 seconds ago. Before the... What was I just talking about?
No, I'm blanking.
Oh, shit.
Remind us.
What were we just
We'll run the
talking
tape.
about? Oh, money. Yeah, money versus purpose.
Oh, yeah, the last 3 shots.
Oh, the last... Thank you.
And then the most iconic last one, which
Okay.
is Tom and Shiv.
Well, that wasn't the last shot, though.
No, but I thought that was the most iconic.
I
out
thought
of
it
all
was
3.
too. So yeah, the smirk. So I think that means that Roman's happy with the decision. And then there's the Shiv limp hand that she like gave him at the end when he did this, and then he did this, and then she. Guess you're not gonna do it with me. She did that.
sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. And then the last shot was Kendall at the ocean, just pondering life. That was. I thought it was a great. I mean, you haven't seen the ending of Sopranos, and I won't spoil anything.
We're getting there, though.
But like the end of Sopranos, you're like, what the fuck just happened? And this one, even though it was like kind of like an open-ended shot, it was still like, okay, we're getting closure. And I fucking love when shows end with closure. It
was
is
perfect.
my favorite thing.
It was an absolutely perfectly executed episode. I mean, I would say my favorite episode of Succession.
Yeah, honestly, I would
Hands
agree.
down.
I would agree.
The tone throughout all of it was so good, and then the shift once Shiv heard it was Tom, and then it was full steam ahead. So good.
Oh, interesting. Someone just said Jeremy Strong said that they did a take where he jumps the railing into the ocean, but Colin stops him. Did I not tell you I was getting that energy?
Oh, wow.
That they did such a good job conveying that because I felt that from the fucking scene. That was fascinating. Thank you so much for that.
Wow.
Oh, man. Okay. I feel like we talked about everything.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, wait. Winner and loser of the episode.
I mean,
Winner, Tom.
winner is Tom.
Loser is...
And you can make an argument, sorry, real quick for
No,
the
go
loser,
for
you
it.
can make an argument that Mattson is also a winner.
No, fuck Mattson.
He got everything that he wanted.
Dude, fuck Mattson.
He got
Like,
everything
literally,
he wanted.
when he was at the table, though, he's like, what did he say? Jesus and his disciples. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
And then he's like, we even have Judas.
It's a good Mattson.
Really? I think that was pretty bad. Kiki, where'd you go? The people were just complimenting you.
Daddy called. But I wanted to address something. What about Craig?
Who's Craig?
Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Yeah.
Did you talk about him?
Yeah.
we did.
Oh.
What were your thoughts, Geek?
I'm just really mad at him, too.
Okay, Kiki hates betrayal of family, so I
I
don't know how
do.
she's watched this entire show.
I do. I just hate it.
Well, go ahead.
Well, he went on to be the cousin, and they took him in and under their wing, and
They treated him like dog shit too.
they really didn't. He came off the streets. He was his no.
No, he got spoiled by his family. But
Yes.
he was just looking out for himself, just like everybody else was doing. You know?
Yeah.
It's not. I feel like it wasn't his position to try to help the family in that moment. It was his position to be in the best possible spot for him to move forward, which he was ready to do, and he did call and give them the inside scoop. So
Also, I feel like Logan always weirdly showed love when people fucked over people. So when he was like, to Kendall, you have to be a killer. Like when people fucked over people, that's when Logan was the most proud. I feel. So I feel like Logan taught all that behavior. Nothing pleases her. Marsha. No Marsha in this episode. I couldn't.
I mean, she had a great sign off last
Yeah,
episode.
she did with the Golden Girls in the pews. That was
That was incredible.
that was
That
enough.
was so good.
them watching the tape of their dad, I thought that was an incredible scene.
I choked up.
Did anybody notice how Roman, when Jerry was on it, his face kind of sparkled?
Oh,
Watching that and seeing, did you guys notice that?
Absolutely.
Anybody out there notice that?
yeah.
he
Also, when Jerry came in the end, that's when he had his breakdown. I don't know if you're in the room
Jerry.
or if you were on your phone.
Jerry didn't get a lot of
Screen time this.
dialogue this season.
What do you think's like going on with him and Jerry at this point? Like, why do you think she triggers him now so much?
Well, remember she called them and said, "These are my terms, and if you don't do that, I'll send all the pictures of you."
Oh, what were her terms?
Millions, and he was like, "I'll just say no."
Yeah, no, I know that, but I feel like he like emotionally when he sees her, he gets triggered.
Oh yeah, I think he
Roman.
realized he messed up, and
Someone said yes, I did notice that, Kiki.
Thank you. Nikki said, and Roman ordering a martini, I feel as an homage to Jerry.
Oh.
homage, yeah.
Why
Love
did
that.
she drink martinis?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's a good call. Good
Yeah.
detail. Great detail.
Wow.
See,
missed
I
that
love
one.
it. You guys just
See,
come up with
that's why I'm
stuff
like,
that
we should just get him in. Hey,
Oh, sure. Okay, let's do it.
let's do it.
He's infatuated with her.
All right.
All right. Let's bring in a reg. Pick anyone.
All right, Kathleen, we're gonna let you in here. Sorry.
Someone in on TikTok next.
We'll be fair.
But this is the segment where we invite people in to talk about the episode.
Let's just get into it, people.
We just there we go. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are
Good.
you?
How you doing, Kathleen?
Good. I was so shocked. Like, of course, the person I least expected, Tom, to be CEO. Like, that was such a plot twist.
It really. Who did you think it was gonna be?
I mean, I thought it was going to be Shiv, but I feel like the writing, it was a little misleading because whenever Tom spoke to Matsson previously to like this scene where he's giving his pitch about himself, he always fumbled the bag. But somehow, miraculously, when Matsson is like, oh, like, sell yourself to me,
Be real.
he just like nails it.
Yeah, he did nail it.
I think that's just kind of a testament to Tom. When he's in his head, he's the worst. He's just too heady. But when he drops in and he's real, even with the scenes with Shiv, it's like, whoa, he has so much power to him.
I also think that Matsson like didn't need someone who was really smart. Like I think he wanted someone just like really malleable and someone he could manipulate.
A yes man.
Exactly.
Yeah, he needed the yes man, and he was just the yes man.
Yep. And that's exactly why a lot of times women can't like get far in the business world because guys don't want to have to deal with like being attracted to them and it distracting them.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was crazy when he said
great
that.
point there.
For a second I thought that Tom was gonna then like fuck over Matsson because he was like, oh,
Me
like
too.
you can't talk about my wife like that. But
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Oh, that was crazy.
Yeah, I kind of knew he wouldn't say anything because he's such a pushover and he just like didn't want to get fired and like now he's being CEO. So yeah, he's like Shiv said, he's gonna, I'm not gonna say it's like inappropriate on here, but
No, yeah.
yeah.
All right, who is your winner and loser of the episode?
Winner Tom and low-key Shiv in a way because like you said, and I didn't think about that too, like how if they have a kid. I mean, I was going to say if they have a son, but that's silly. Like if they have a daughter, maybe that daughter could be CEO.
Oh, no, that's true.
That's true.
That's true.
But, and then loser is going to be, a tie between Roman and Kendall. But yeah, like Roman, what was he even wearing too? Like when in Barbados, his like sad little Old Navy t-shirt. Like usually they wear like really like quiet luxury, like really chic stuff.
You know what it was?
Go
Go ahead, Catherine. Sorry.
It's okay. I was just, he looked. They really like everything, like the costume design and everything. Just tried to make him look as pathetic as possible with like his bleeding head and. So yeah, and then
costume, I was like, that is such like little boy energy.
that's such a good point. Yeah, it's trying to make him look like this little boy.
It,
It
looked like the
and yeah,
PJs
Kendall.
that you wear when you go over someone's house and you're like, oh, can I borrow PJs? And like,
Exactly.
Well, I think what it
Exactly.
was is like that house has been there for a long time, you know, and that's probably all the clothes that he had there. He didn't stop and pack at home.
Oh, yeah.
Got on a plane and he was like, okay, yeah, here's my Old Navy clothes. that
Yeah.
I have.
that's so true.
No hate to Old Navy.
Yeah.
Love a good
Love
Yeah,
Old
yeah.
Navy,
shirt,
just
but-
didn't feel
But for sure, great costume design. That's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah.
love that.
great eye there.
But yeah,
Thank you for hopping
So-
on, Kathleen.
of course, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having
What?
me.
Oh my God, anytime. Are you so sad it's over?
I'm so depressed. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself now. But
I know, us too. Well, thanks for hopping on.
Thank you, Kathleen.
thank you. Bye.
Bye. That was such a good point.
Great calls there.
I know. I wanted to talk about Roman's little outfit. It was so disarming seeing him like that. Just
Yeah.
seeing him like weak and not in his like all black Rolex outfit.
Yeah, he was a kid, and he was definitely a kid in that outfit.
Do you think Shim and Tom are gonna have a girl or a boy? It doesn't matter. All right. Any other points we want to bring up? Producer? No?
I would like to say one more thing.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please. Face
Out of-
yours.
I have to say, out of everybody, and I said it before, I'll say it again, I thought Kendall's acting
Oh,
was superb.
yeah.
Out of all of the characters, I felt his feelings through it all. And I have to say, when Brian Cox
Oh,
made
the
that
love
comment
of my life. Oh,
about Jeremy Strong's acting,
yeah.
I thought was,
Kind of shitty.
yeah.
Well, let's backtrack a
For
little.
anybody who doesn't know,
Oh no, I was just gonna say backtrack to your first point. Who, if you were the Academy, who would you be giving leading man Emmy to? Oh, not the Academy, but who would you be giving the leading man Emmy to? Jeremy Strong or Kieran Culkin for this season of Succession? James, who would you give it to?
I'm gonna give it to Kieran.
And what's your point? What's your rebuttal there?
I just think he had this season far more range
Yeah,
of emotions and
Yeah.
complexities.
he was like the Joker at one point.
We saw a lot of what Jeremy Strong can do, and we've seen it in other seasons and this season, which doesn't take away from it because it's always been great.
right.
But we finally saw like more to what Kieran can do as an actor, and that's my vote.
Jeremy Strong though actually had a lot of range in this
Last episode.
Just to give you a rebuttal there, like he was on the top in some episodes, he was in the slums in some episodes. Some episodes he was in both. Like he also had
He
a lot
was
of
sweet,
range.
he was
For sure.
high, he was loving. This is the first episode I can remember him smiling like that.
I've never seen
I've never seen a bigger
a smile like that ever.
Yeah.
I also think I'd give it to Kieran though. So
Well, he was great. He had my heart up at the podium when he was talking
when he was
about
doing that, yeah.
He had like a little breakdown there, and I cried like a baby. for
Oh,
that.
Kieran.
Yeah.
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 And then to go to Kiki's next point, if you guys didn't know, Brian Cox just like went in the media and in some interviews and was kind of just shitting on Jeremy Strong's method acting, how he always just stays in character. He was kind of just like, I fucking say the lines and try not to bump into furniture. It's not a religious moment. So, yeah, it kind of dragged him.
He also
Yeah.
didn't go to Yale, so.
I think he backpedaled on his comments a little bit.
Totally.
after.
So,
I think he did.
I think he apologized and said that he really does do great work.
He does.
I think that like as an actor, it just might be tough to work with with a method actor because
Someone's always just constantly in it.
totally it's 12-hour days and like it's not a good character to stay in. So if you're trying to deal with like the actor himself, like I'm just sure it would be really tough
Yeah,
to do.
He
it's
must
very-
have been a treat to his wife, that's for sure.
Ugh,
Very when the
geez.
camera's rolling, but yeah.
That would be a funny sketch, Jeremy Strong going home and like
Oh my
just
God, that's,
saying.
I thought of it, everybody. That is a really good idea.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Where do we see? Let's go down the list here. But where do we see Jeremy Strong? What's his next move as an actor? What do you think this next
Oh.
project would be?
That's interesting
type
for
of role?
all of them because
Yeah.
like it's gonna be a challenge for them to like break out of this, seeing these people, you know?
I got one for you.
Oh, hit them.
I think for Jeremy, he's gonna do. I could see like an indie movie, big budget, where he plays someone who's poor, not rich.
Interesting.
And kind of like a Manchester by the Sea sort of role of, Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
He was just kind of like a.
But he was like, that's still like very depressed, sad boy Kenny vibes.
For sure. I just mean that type of.
Somebody's answering. I can't. Jewel INA says he's in a play next.
Oh, that makes the
That
most
makes
sense. That makes the most sense. Shiv, what do we see Shiv in? Let's get her in like a rom-com. Let's get them all.
I'd love to see her have her own show.
Yeah, that's
Be
so
the
real.
leading woman in a show. Maybe
An HBO show.
Sure.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these people, a lot of them came from Shakespeare, so
I don't want to see her in a. Oh, go ahead.
maybe in a Game of Thrones.
No,
I'm trying to get.
I just don't. I don't. Yeah, James made the like. He was like, I could see Brian Cox being amazing on a Game of Thrones, which I would.
Yeah,
Yes.
still down for that.
But I
But
don't
he's
know.
in a comedy next with Coolidge.
And where did you see that? Kiki.
No, I
read
love
it
it, producer.
somewhere.
Kiki.
I read it somewhere and
Kiki
I was
the
so
other-
proud to tell you
Kiki
today.
last night at dinner goes, guess what, Taylor? I was like, what? She's like, Coolidge and Brian Cox are gonna be in a comedy movie together. I was like, oh really? Where did you hear that? And then she's
Said,
like,
I read it.
I read it. She read it on my story. She was reading my stories and
But
then
I didn't
telling
know
me.
that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
She
What
has a Netflix movie coming out. Who? Shiv?
Oh, okay, cool.
What's it about? What's the pitch? Would love to hear it.
Yeah, pull that up, Keith.
Everybody wants that. Yeah, producer, could you pull it up?
What? Pull up what?
Pull up what movie Sarah Snook's gonna be in next.
Okay.
Thank you.
So then we have Kieran next. What do you think he would do?
Oh, I need to see him in a comedy.
Yeah,
I
like
need
a
to see him
comedy
in
series.
a fucking comedy ASAP.
Yeah,
Or a movie. Like I'd be happy with just like, I don't know.
I
They
need
need
more than 2 hours. I need a whole 10-hour palette of Kieran as a leading in a
comedy.
comedy
But it needs to be
Okay.
like a serious comedy.
for sure.
I'm sorry. Run, Rabbit, Run is the new Sarah Snook movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's it about?
was just released,
Oh, it's out?
yes, 3 hours ago.
Oh,
Really?
what?
Good on them. Very smart. Or is
Um,
that?
She's Here to Stay. Moose was her.
It's a horror film.
Oh,
everyone's
she's
saying.
back in native Australia. Yes, where her character faces a psychological terror that threatens to tear her family apart. Yep.
Oh wow. I'm
Oh,
sure she could
Kiki's
just
gonna make us
body
watch that
role.
right when we take this off because
Yeah. Yeah.
Kiki loves her horror movies. We watched Evil Dead Rise the other night, and
Great horror film,
we
by the way.
all shit ourselves.
Yeah. No, not good.
What do we want to see Greg in? I think he has a movie circulating like the movie festivals that he wrote or was just involved in making. Didn't we hear that on the podcast?
Yeah, I see him, Nicholas Braun, just kind of doing just indie movies.
Indie, yeah, stuff that
maybe
he's-
not starring in them, but
Oh, I could see
Strong.
him starring in them, and
Yeah.
like just I could see him being on the other side of the camera a lot too now.
interesting.
Someone just said, I don't want Sarah Snook to scare me, sad face. Maybe she's the one who's scared.
Orange Agogo said Kiernan should be a recurring character in the next season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Seriously,
oh
that'd
my
be
god,
great
that's
call, you
so
guys.
good.
Right?
great call.
Yeah, let's just cast them all on different HBO shows. So Kieran's going to.
A bunch of them want him on White Lotus.
Everybody wants everyone on White
Oh,
Lotus.
Kendall would be good on White Lotus.
I want you guys to be on White Lotus.
Bro.
Yeah,
Love
that's
that.
even better. Cast us on
Like,
White
right,
Lotus.
if you're out there,
Cast-
Kiki said so, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta do what Kiki says, honestly. Okay, so we got Brian Cox in Game of Thrones. We got Karen on Curb Your Enthusiasm. We're gonna put Jeremy Strong in the White Lotus.
Sure.
Or is it too obvious?
No,
Yeah.
no. But have him a carefree, funny guy.
Can he?
Yes, totally opposite of that's called acting.
Let's put Connor.
Nobody wants you, Booster.
Connor could have been like Funny and Barry with Gene Cousineau or something.
Juliana says you guys would be great as siblings on White Lotus.
Well, that's us,
That would be great.
bro and sis.
That would be great.
We can do it.
What about Matthew? What is he going to be in
Matthew
What do you think?
McFadden.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got to be the
Relax
romantic
theater.
lead, I think.
Who's that?
Oh, yeah.
Tom Wambsgans.
Oh.
He'd be great in a rom-com. I don't know if that's his next move, but...
He would be, well, you know who people know him as. And
Yeah,
that's,
what was the movie with Keira Knightley?
Love, Prejudice, Love, Life. I don't know. They're going to tell
Love
us in a
Prejudice.
second. I don't know. But he was Mr. Duffy or Mr. Darcy.
Someone says Wambsgans to Sopranos. That's really funny.
Oh,
It's like an
that's
episode where Tony tortures the shit out of him.
he's too, I don't even, he wouldn't.
Oh, a bunch of your
Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
Abby Fugazi says Matthew is going to be in Deadpool 3.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw it. I saw
That's
that.
incredible.
Wonder if he's gonna be a villain.
Oh, he'd be such a good. Well, he was a
They're
villain.
telling you it's Pride and Prejudice.
Thank you. Yeah, he was like the love interest. And when we spoofed Bridgerton and you did the British accent, everybody was like, "Is that Mr. Darcy?"
Ah, that's where that was from.
Yeah, Pride and Prejudice. I don't think people are like, "How do you not know Pride and Prejudice?" Yeah, I don't think I've actually watched it.
There's a lot that slips through the cracks. I'm just watching Sopranos now.
Yeah, we don't watch a lot of rom-coms.
Yeah.
Everybody knows
Yeah.
that.
Well,
about
I
me.
don't think that was a rom-com.
Do
I think
do
it's
you
very
hate
serious.
I
rom-coms?
hate rom-coms.
Maybe that's where I get it
I
from.
hate them.
Do you hate love stories?
Yeah, they're so bleh.
Guys, this is why. It's
Yeah.
not my fault. There's people just coming in now being like, holy shit, what an ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in now, we've been going over everything.
Yeah.
Incredible episode. It was the best episode of
Monica
Succession.
says, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to find someone to talk to about this episode."
Yeah.
Monica just hopping on.
Monica, what did you think, girl? How do you feel?
Should we go live again with invite someone back on?
Yeah, sure. Which that would just
Well, let's see. I think we might have a request here. All right. So if you're on Instagram, Tammy, Mark, if you still want to come on, I'll give you
we'll give you
access.
acceptance.
No pressure, guys. But
Yeah.
giving you the floor. You guys come up with better stuff than us anyway. You're our better halves.
Oh, someone said, hi, Tammy.
Hi, how
How
are
we
you?
doing,
How are
Tammy?
you?
I am good. I'm obsessed with you guys.
Aw,
Aw.
thank you.
I actually was once at an event and my husband's colleague's girlfriend works for HBO. I messaged you this. And I
Yes.
was like, you watch this, right? So
We
let's
love it.
do
We love when
Anyway.
our legs just like, pump us out. That's all
Yeah,
we
you
can
guys
ask
are the
for.
best.
You guys are the
yeah,
best.
no. I mean, you guys are great. I can't wait to watch you succeed. And I can't believe the show is over.
I
know.
know.
It's
How do
just
you
like that.
how do you feel? Did you like the ending? What did you think?
I actually thought it was awesome.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's-
I don't know. I love Tom and Shiv's sick
It's
relationship.
so sick and twisted, and somehow I'm here for it.
That's
I think it's the best. I mean, can any of them have normal relationships? Who knows, right?
That's so
Doubt it.
true. Like
Why
they're all
expect it?
so broken that they couldn't have. That's like maybe the best that they can get.
It's the best. And she actually asked for him earlier. It was so well written. Like she asked for him, would you reconnect? And he's like, we'll see. And then at the end, she got it all. She'll get her money.
Yeah.
She'll be part of the. I don't know. I think
He
it was
did.
good, and it was really sad for everyone else. But
Yeah.
they were right.
So do you
Great
think in
point.
the end, do you think she was happy or do you think she was like content?
Can she be happy? I think.
I don't
I
content
don't
is-
know.
that.
That's
I
so
don't think we've
true.
seen her happy.
She didn't look happy.
She didn't. But she got everything that
I think she wasn't happy because of Madsen. She might have thought she got it on her own. And the end, think about this, Tom was the one to get her back in to get her back in, even though she was dragging him, he did the hard work.
totally.
And now she's riding his coattails
Yeah.
with all
I
her.
think, I think in the end she did want CEO. I think all three kids did. So that would have been the only thing to make her truly happy. But I think in her eyes, this was the next best thing, the closest thing to.
I wonder when she realized it, in the boardroom, or when did she make that shift?
That's such a good call. I feel like James was bringing up when she saw Kendall at the desk. I think that like switched something in all the kids.
When he was talking to Stewie, kind of like broing out with him, the camera had a few cuts to her, just kind of seeing him
And being like, But I do kind of feel like in the boardroom, like she could have gone either way.
Right. And the kitchen scene was great, and it was all lovey-dovey.
the
And
cheese,
but they could the
licking of the cheese. That was ridiculous.
mother is crazy with those bread pieces. That was just crazy.
Oh, what they call
Crazy.
them?
The
Oh,
nuggets or it was some weird British.
It was so real, and I didn't want to say it the whole time. I don't think the writing was as crisp this year as every other year
sure.
until this one.
Yeah.
This
There
was
were some like really standout episodes. Like 3 was obviously incredible. This episode
Thank you.
and the funeral was, you felt like you were there.
yeah, totally.
And they did it on purpose. You have to read. You have to watch, you guys, and you have to read everything because it's purposely done. They made you sit there like you're at a funeral with one camera, with the camera work.
Can't believe they pulled that off.
Totally.
It's great. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, who was your winner and who was your loser of the episode?
Yeah, I mean, Shiv, and I think Roman was happy, and poor Kendall.
Yeah,
Kendall.
Feel bad for him.
We all
I don't
feel bad for him.
Yeah.
feel bad for him.
Oh,
I have a friend that's fighting with me, texting Tom didn't deserve it, but you guys are right. He worked hard.
We
that's
worked
all.
hard.
We
That's
worked
like
hard.
my mom over here is like, she wanted Kendall. She was all for Kendall. And I
Feel
think that,
bad for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't have anything. What is
He
he? He doesn't.
and he totally, like, last episode, he, like, his kids and his wife basically are, like, gone too. Like, he really doesn't have anything.
He tried to prove to his dad from day one
Yeah.
that he was worthy. And when you're the oldest son, that's a tough task to follow in your father's shoes.
Well,
And
the
get
whole thing started. The first episode was him
Yeah.
doing that,
Right.
so I thought it would be full circle. And also, he's still not the oldest son. No offense,
Oh,
Katie. It's like, what's with Connor?
Well, you know,
Honest.
you're absolutely right, but and I know that, but in the dad's eye, I don't
Yeah.
even think he acknowledged
Connor.
Connor.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it was the 3 of them that he loved. I don't even think he paid any attention to Connor.
Unfortunately.
I do wish
Yeah.
there were a few things I wish they would have fleshed out a little bit, like with Connor's mom, like what was she went off to, just a little bit more.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
general.
We could always want more, but I am happy that they ended it here. Like, it just felt so perfect.
Right.
Yeah.
It was great. It was great. You guys are great, and thanks for letting me on. Because
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you
on.
so much for
Amazing.
coming on. And we'll
Crushed
keep going live and like, I mean, I'll talk to you in the DMs.
yes, awesome.
Awesome. Thank
Love you guys.
you. Bye.
Good night.
I love meeting everyone.
Thanks,
It's so
Dan.
great.
Crushed it.
It's always so great putting the face to the names. It's the best.
The name of the bread, the knobs.
The Nobbies.
The knobbies.
What did I say?
I forget.
I don't know either. All right. I'm feeling good. I feel like we kind of like talked it all out. How are we feeling?
Yeah.
Aunt wants to know, did Shiv hold Tom's hand?
She limply
It
did.
was more
She
of
really
a
Here, do you want
placement.
to demonstrate this time?
Yeah.
Okay, so you be Tom.
So Tom did this
Uh-huh.
first, and then he
And then
offered up.
and then she thought about it, and then.
I mean, even less fingers, honestly.
Yeah, like she just
Yeah,
laid her hand
exactly.
on.
She's like, I'm in, but I'm not in. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was
That was
our
great.
rendition of Tom and Shiv holding hands.
Ooh.
What?
I have to say, Venus LaDonna said Tom is, I think, the son Logan never had. And I remember back in the episodes, he admired Tom, right?
Yeah.
Towards the end of last season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good point.
And it's
It's like-
interesting that Tom was the last person to see him too. Like, well, one
Oh,
of them.
yeah. And I love, yeah.
So you like it now?
No, I love the ending.
No, I know. But are you happier with Tom being on top?
Oh, I love Tom all through the series.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved him.
Give us
Yeah.
a little Tom, James. Just give us a little Tom. Now being CEO, how does it feel?
All right, gang, everybody gather around. First order of business, Greg, you're fired.
Yeah. I love it. Greg's never gonna be fired. He's always gonna be under Tom's
He's a great wingman.
leash. He likes having him under his leash, as always.
Wow.
Oh man.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it's
This
over.
The show has had such a big imprint on our lives.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's
At the
crazy.
end of it.
It's really crazy. I can't believe it's over. I mean, Succession talk will live on. It won't be the last. Yeah,
It was a great ride.
it was a
guys.
great ride. It was a great
That's what
ride.
everybody's thinking. You know, what's Jesse Armstrong going to do next, and what are
I think
Taylor and James going to do next?
Yeah,
So
those
those are.
rules, right?
Vanderpump.
Yeah, we'll just keep cranking out Vanderpump Rules content. That show's not going anywhere.
I wonder if you guys are gonna watch The Idol. That's the new HBO show that's coming out June 7th, I think, and getting some mixed.
What is it? I never heard of that.
It's with Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp, and
Maybe
it's
we can do some
sketches.
lives after
Oh, yeah.
after the
What do
Idol.
you call
Just
that? What do you call that?
Nepo baby.
Yeah, Nepo baby. There you go.
Don't get Kiki started on Nepo babies. Well, we want to thank you guys for being here.
all of you guys.
For-
TikTok, sorry, I know we've been looking over
Yeah.
on this. We love all you too.
You guys, like, you're the best. You made Succession the most fun show for us, and Succession introduced all of us to you guys, and for that we're so grateful.
Yeah, very grateful. We have a
And-
great community here, and we're really just going to keep building it and making more videos. And thank God for Succession. Yeah,
And we'll keep going live. This won't be like the end. Maybe we'll go live after Sunday episodes, and we'll just go live for chit chat. And thank you to Kiki.
and our producer has
Our
something else to
producer-
say. Keith.
No, I was just going to say, you said, that we watched Succession, but who got you to watch Succession?
Oh, Kiki
Thank
actually
you
was
to
the
our
first
producer,
person.
Kiki.
Yeah, thank you to our producer, Kiki.
You're welcome.
Thank you to Kiki, who's really been
She's
there
our
from the
stylist.
beginning.
She's
You're
our producer. She's our
When
chef tonight. She made great chicken cutlets.
we made a second Succession, our first Succession talk video blew up. We made a second one of Shiv and Tom, dropped it on a Tuesday, and Kiki saw it and immediately called us and was like, "You guys have to take that down.
Yeah.
Like, it is not up to you. You guys are so much better than this."
It's like,
And
maybe you
I'm-
guys shouldn't be making
No,
Succession
she
videos.
didn't say that.
No, I know, but that's the
And then she was like, stick to Shiv and Ken at the start, and then we did, and then
great advice.
who knows what
Carried
could have
us through.
happened.
I don't remember a fucking thing that
Yeah,
you
It's
remember?
all right. You got a lot of.
Remember when I was like, it was about, well, actually, it kind of makes sense, but Tom watched Squid Games without Shiv, and it was the ultimate betrayal.
No, it was the other way around. She was.
Oh,
watching Squid Games and
okay,
we
yeah.
watched it.
And then he was like, I thought we were going to watch it together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll drop it as like a.
I want to read you. I want to read you with the Tom. My Tom was awful.
It would be funny to go back and watch that. If we posted it, people would just have to know it's not canon.
Oh, Abby's so nice. Abby Fugazi's saying, Kiki, again, she's sounding, and Kiki sounds like a low-key Jerry. No. There's nothing low-key about me.
Yeah, Kiki's more of a Marcia.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Love you guys. We're gonna have merch coming out soon. Once I know you guys have been asking for it. Once this company gets back to us. But we're having regular merch soon. All right. Love you guys so much. And
As always.
fuck off for the last time.